Hey there, Finger Pickin' Mensch here. Welcome back to the Guitar Tuning's YouTube channel. This is part 2 of Open G tuning, and we're going to talk about a couple of one-finger and two-finger chords. But before we start, make sure you are tuned to Open G. See part 1 on how to do that. Anyway, so you should have a guitar that sounds like this when you strum all the 6 strings. Nice G chord. Anyway, which by the way is the first chord. But if you want to get a solid sounding G chord out of it, just play the first 5 strings. There. That's really nice. So that's your first G chord. And you also got a one finger G chord up here at the 12th fret if you can get up there. If you've got a cutaway or, you know, it's a little hard to get. It's a little hard to get it. You can also do it as harmonics. Is lightly touch your finger directly above the 12th fret. You get a nice sounding church bell. And that's another nice G chord there. I'm going to talk about the 1, 4, 5 chords too if you're playing blues. So you've got your 1 chord now. G is the 1 chord in the key of G. And the 4 chord in the key of G is a C. Let's see here. We'll do this. We'll do the one finger chords first. Your C chord is done with your finger directly, preferably your index finger, strongest one, across the first 5 strings. And you'll only play the first 5 strings again to get a solid sounding C chord. You could do all 6 if you wanted. You have to finger all 6. It takes a little more strength, but you get a more solid sounding C chord right there at the 5th fret. Index finger on the 5th fret, and your D chord is just as easy. Your one finger D chord is you slide that one finger up to the 7th fret, and you only fret the first 5 strings, but you can play all 6 because the D bass note here is the root of your D chord. So there you go. You get 3 one-finger chords. In the key of G, in the open G. Now let's do a little more. Let's get a little more fancy here with 2-finger chords. Your C chord, you've got a nice little C chord here. We showed you in the first video on open G. It's just your index finger at the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. And you play only the first 5 strings again. That's your C, another C chord. And if you try to play it like a regular C chord in standard tuning, you get a it's kind of a interesting sound. It's a C 7th chord with the like a B flat in the bass. This is a B flat now since you've tuned down your A string. It's kind of a cool sound. And if you play that top D, you've actually added the 9th, so it's actually kind of a C9. So just the 2 fingers though, just it's almost like it looks like an A minor 7th in standard tuning, but it's not. It's and then we'll show you a D chord, a 2-finger D chord in first position. Is you keep your index finger right there on the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and you move your middle finger to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. That's a nice D7 chord. It's actually good. You play all the strings. You get a nice D note on the top here. So now you get 3 chords and the truth. 3 chords and variations on each of the 3 chords. And for my tune Marching Home, I use some other G chords too. There's a G chord right here. It's let's see here. By the way, here's the tune. It's slipped out of tune a little bit there. You've got these two notes here. So I do like a 2-finger chord here, G chord. You take your index finger and put it on the 8th fret, 2nd string. And you use your middle finger on the 9th fret on the 1st string. And that's a G chord, believe it or not. And again, you know, to get a more solid sounding G chord, play just the first 5 strings. And here's another great G chord up here. I showed you that 1 finger across the 12th fret. Well, you can do that partially, any of the strings at the 12th fret, and you still get a G chord. So you take your index finger and bar it across just the first 2 strings on the 12th fret. Kind of a really nice, pretty sounding G chord. So there you go. You get, I don't know, 5 or 6 chord fingerings there to play around with. To review, you've got open G chord, your harmonic on the 12th fret, your C on the 5th fret, index finger, and your D with your index finger on the 7th fret, and then you get a C that looks like an A minor 7th in standard tuning. You get a D 7th as first position, 2 fingers. Alright. And another G chord up here, and then another neat little G chord partially fingered on the 12th fret. And I hope you got something out of this video, and hope you have fun playing around with these chords and making lots of music. I'll probably do another video on open G pretty soon, and maybe show you some finger picking patterns, and maybe a little slide technique too, so that you can start making lots of music with a whole lot less effort. Anyway, thanks for watching, and feel free to send this to your guitar playing friends, and make sure to subscribe, because there's a lot more cool instruction videos coming down the line.